Happy Jubilee, boys.
Leave it out.
Nah, man.
What
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Happy Jubilee, man.
First time I've ever said that.
Whatever that means.
What does it mean?
Do you know what's funny, yeah? Although I've been kind of slewing it, I think I've watched most minutes on TV.
Wow.
Oh, you're a madman. I've caught it. I've caught it on.
So on the Thursday, I watched the balcony thing. I basically watched the whole thing.
Okay. Fair.
But it's like daytime TV. There's nothing really on, so it's just kind of on while I was like, like having breakfast.
Cooling.
So watched that, and then was it yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday
No, Friday
was.
I don't even know what day.
Friday,
yesterday.
No, today's Saturday.
Yeah.
Yesterday was Friday.
That's how it usually goes. Yesterday was the. What was yesterday?
I can't remember. There was something else. But
What, there was a name for
the
yesterday?
Queen couldn't make it or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
British
she
culture.
didn't roll.
I think there was like a speech. I want to say a parade, but
I think there was parades Thursday as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the trooping of the colour or something.
That's it,
Yeah,
yeah.
one girl at work, her fiance is like involved in it and that.
Oh yeah.
In what sense?
I can't
Like,
speak my mind, but no, he's a soldier, innit?
okay.
Oh,
okay.
But I don't know what kind of soldier or guard but yeah, she's going to the parade to go.
Oh, hey, just
go
when you
see
said that, I was like, that's kind of live.
Yeah.
No, being referred to
Well,
like he's actually a soldier.
Yeah.
Like man, just say, oh yeah,
She's
like,
she's
there's my soldier.
She's
still.
as well, but I think man at work know like they don't want to push it too far because he might just turn up and just do
Start flipping desks.
something weird. Yeah. But yeah, that was the trooping of the colour thing and the fly past and all that.
Yeah.
I know about it, but I didn't see any of it myself.
Yeah.
All that stuff, but like
red
it looks
arrows and that,
decent,
innit?
innit? But then I'm just like, oh, it's when you take a step back and you're like,
This is kind of
people have travelled to Pall Mall.
Bro,
Wednesday.
Wednesday, people was tents out Wednesday night.
I couldn't believe it. Like I've seen crowds of people before, concert shows, whatever. But that like
And the Queen's thing's different.
yeah.
For her,
And if
for
you-
her to wave back at you, like,
People will remember that in their hearts.
sickness.
And they weren't even out there for that long.
Nah.
So then when it ended, I was like, all right, so what happens now?
Just sing weird songs,
Cool yard.
fly flags. There was less bunting though.
Nah,
Then I
bro.
thought there would
You
be.
ain't been out, Dad. You've been inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see a
You
whole.
said
I went
bunting was taking over.
Depends on
everywhere.
you
I went for a run this morning.
Bunting, fam.
I haven't run in a while, but fam, Bunting's in Enfield.
Okay.
Bunting.
Stronghold.
Strong, fam. Strong.
Right, Essex,
Yeah.
it's there.
Oh yeah.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Across the street. and that.
heavy.
Asking your neighbour across the way.
Yeah,
like,
let me pin this up.
Yeah, like,
I was
yeah.
in like Harlow Shopping Centre or whatever you want to call
Oh,
it.
Harlow's is gonna be
Harlow's a scary place, man.
There's some
red, white, and
people
blue.
over there.
Fam.
Yeah,
There are
it's red, white, and blue.
some strange people over there. But yeah, the bunting was there.
That must have been a council thing in Harlow. I feel like
Oh,
the
yeah.
council
Yeah,
would have
yeah.
invested a lot in the bunting.
yeah.
Man.
$3 again. Fam.
But yeah, no, it's definitely out, man. Yeah, the Union Jack flag's out as well. The St. George's flag is out as well.
Yeah, some you at work got the face paint of the Union Jack thing on the face.
Aye.
Brother, that's a bit EDL-ish right now, man. I'll be honest.
Oi, question, yeah. I think we've mentioned it before. There's like a England flag, a St. George's cross.
You've mentioned
There's
it,
one
yeah.
just like, if you look
Yeah,
out there, you'll see
yeah.
it, yeah? How do you lot feel with the Union Jack versus the England flag or flag of St.
okay.
George? Does it give you a different feeling?
Slightly diluted, I think.
A little bit,
Which?
I think the St. George's flag is like Champions League of like possible EDO.
Okay, yeah.
And
top
then
of
Union
top.
Jack is like, you might say a little sly remark. But the EDO man will, sorry, the St.
Direct.
George's, the guy that's doing that with the St. George's, he will tell you how he really feels.
Yeah.
Quite a remark.
Union Jack might be like, it's a bit spicy.
It's a microaggression.
I hear what you're saying.
Oh, yeah,
but it's
but-
kind of mad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked because the Union Jack puts me at ease a bit more. That it's not
Okay.
ease, but I feel like it's very different
Yeah.
from the England St. George's thing.
Yeah,
I feel
that
completely
George's
different about
cross
it.
is techie, bro.
Yeah.
I think I could live on a road or in a state where there's a Union Jack.
Okay.
I don't think I could do it with the thing. I mean, I say that. It's one down the road.
It's a little experiment here.
But I feel like it gives me a bit of a different feeling still.
I feel like
Yeah.
you see it with like athletics. Sometimes you might sit with
Yes,
that.
I thought, yeah.
And
I was thinking
there's
that,
representation.
Right. I was
Team
literally
GB.
just thinking that.
So it's
Team
a
GB.
bit more diluted,
Yeah.
where the other one, you don't really see a lot of brothers and sisters that draped around them.
Less so.
That one's mad. But yeah, so that's actually a good point. Yeah, I say Union Jack is just a little turn down.
Yeah, a bit more friendly, a bit more.
I can deal with the
slightly more inviting. Yeah, definitely St. George's. When you see it, you're a bit.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you lot not hung over from any street parties yesterday?
Nah, man, no street parties. I heard there was some like near me, but I just weren't not involved, man. Like I feel like I'm really at the point now where I'm just like, this is all stupid, man.
Just over it all.
And I didn't used to be that guy. I didn't used to be the one that's like they're leeching off of us and
little tinfoil.
Yeah, I weren't there yet. But the more I look at it, I'm just like, this is actually bare stupid. Like, there's a royal expert that was on Loose Women. You can see I'm on paternity. And he's just like banging on about them. And then they're like, so Meghan and Harry aren't on the balcony. How do you feel about that? And he's like, I don't really want to speak about that. I'd rather talk about the great work that the Queen does. And I'm just like, this is what I hate.
Yeah.
And I'm no Meghan and Harry fan.
I think they were actually there, but not on the balcony.
They were there yesterday.
Okay.
Yes, they managed. The press managed to get like the shadiest shot of a bit of Meghan, Meghan actually, with the youth. She's like telling them to be quiet and that.
Okay.
And but I can see. I was chatting to my mum about it, and I was like, they'll spin that somehow. Like
I think Piers
bossy
Morgan,
Meghan tells kids to be quiet. Or what's it? Is he spoken already?
Something about it. I can't remember what it was.
He's such a
so
wanker.
Obsessed. But yeah, that like I'm just looking at the whole thing, and I'm just like, this is actually stupid.
It is,
What's going on?
When I was watching it on Thursday, I was like, it's a little bit dumb. Like what? Why? Like she comes out on the balcony, doesn't say anything, just stands there. Some things happen in the sky. There's a 81, 83 gun salute. Then everyone just goes home after that.
Mad, bro. It's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Just crack on.
I don't know if you lot saw it. There's like a thread going around on Twitter. I forgot her name, but she was talking about like things that like the Queen signed off.
I think I saw one of them.
Like her tenure, and it just takes away from this like soft, wholesome,
this pristine
loving
image.
granny. Yeah, that they've kind of managed to create this profile or character. And yeah, some of the things that she's been involved in aren't too great, man.
One of the ones I saw, say semi-trending, was she signed that no minorities could work inside Buckingham Palace. I don't know when it was, but once upon a time, and I was like, that's
You're
fucked.
a bitch. That's mad. Like, why would you do that?
Like, yeah, you can bring money into the country and all of
that. If anyone else
that.
did that, you're a bitch. Like,
Yeah,
you're
that's
an
that's.
arsehole,
I was like, that's not good, man. That's not good.
And then, like, man, I'd just going to visit her and wave at her, like, crazy, bro. Yeah, I feel like, this one now, I'm just like, seeing it all. Like, this is just dumb, man. The pageantry, all that stuff, the marching, and like how regal and all the uniforms and all that stuff looks cold. I think it's decent.
It looks epic.
But when you take a step back from that, it's just silly.
And you deep it. One of the things that hit me was I was watching it and I was like, we do all these military parades and everybody's out. We got man on horseback. We got man with straps. We got jets flying over and all of that. And I thought, like, if this was coming out of North Korea or somewhere,
you'd say, bro,
this is a mad act of aggression. This was Russia. You'd be saying this and that. And I'm just like,
the people are like brainwashed.
Yeah.
But over here,
propaganda.
It's like, this is cold, man. Like, it's just the same thing.
I was like, the hypocrisy is mad.
Good marketing, man.
Yeah.
Good PR.
Great
They've had good PR.
Great PR for centuries.
Yeah.
90 plus.
It's actually mad.
But yeah, I'm just like, thanks for the 2 days off. But that's it. One of my guys at work, I used to play football with him. He's saying, he's just a wind up, and he's saying, you're not celebrating. Like, I'm gonna do a barbecue. Like I'm no seasoned meat and all that. And I was like, fuck all that, man. And then he's like, I bet you're still celebrating the 2 days off. And I was like, fam, that's reparations. Then he's like, fair play.
We're trying to get it back anyway.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have time off work.
Anyhow we can, fam. Any way we can.
Yeah, at the same time, I'm not going to be here celebrating all this stuff.
Speaking of red, white, and blue news, I've got a moral dilemma.
Wow.
Okay.
It's I got some work in the pipeline for a company that I'll say the company.
Yeah.
I've been approached by let's say a headhunter
Okay.
from GB News.
Ooh.
Okay.
Trey controversial. Interesting.
Do I take it,
Right,
Wes?
yo. There's a lot of things you'd have to weigh up. I guess to have to answer that question. But I think it depends from a
It's
morality
not
standpoint.
permanent.
It's not
I'll be
permanent.
freelance. I'll be a mercenary. I drop in,
Quick job.
I drop out.
Quick kill.
What's the money say?
Come
Come on, let's get into it. Let's ask the serious questions. The questions that actually matter in
It's
today's
definitely
world.
gonna be good.
It's good money. It's day rating. It's good. It's good money.
As you'd expect. I would say there are these media outlets. They're all scummy to some extent. They're all, I guess, open to being bought or supporting like weird agendas and stuff.
Yeah.
That one possibly more so. But then at the same time, there are like no real saints. Like what are you going to be working on? News stories, like.
Don't know.
Yeah, it's like it's tough.
I don't know.
It's just,
There's a part of me that wants to go in and see the belly of the beast. I want to see how this thing actually works. I want to see the demographic in there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, if I'm in there,
You're
the wrong person sees me.
Oh, yeah.
sees me in there. I thought about it there. I'm like, if I go in there or whatever, they might parade me around, try to take photos with me.
Yeah.
Like, oh look, we got black guys,
Our
got locks,
one.
all of this.
Our
Like,
one.
put me on their diversity board and all of that shit.
Make you head of it. Like.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's interesting. But at the same time, I'm like, get your money, black man.
Yeah.
Like, get your
Yeah,
P.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't know.
I feel like there are no saints, like either like working for Sky News and under like Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
the head
yeah,
of the whole thing.
I work for
Is
both-
that
both
much
companies.
better? Like than like you kind of remove yourself, and I guess with everything we kind of just cater things and
Compartmentalize
just-
certain
you're
things,
oh,
innit?
no,
'Cause-
actually it's not that bad, and
Because you need to crack on, innit?
yeah, people work for Nike and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
That's interesting. I never think about that when working for a company. When I've gone
The
to-
morals of the company. It's kind of mad that you don't, innit?
Nah. I think they like the role that I'm moving to now. In the first, in the first interview, she like kind of made a point of like
That's kind of where we're at, though, innit? As well, like you got to make a real.
female leaders and heads of teams and blah, blah, blah.
D&I.
Yeah, DNI, yeah. And I was like, and honestly, like I was like, that's sick, but
What's the numbers?
yeah.
I'm as fucked. Cash is king. man.
So what's the salary on this one again?
Yeah.
But I think when those things exist, I think then you tend to notice them. But yeah, like you said, I think you kind of have to crack on with life. But like I said to begin with, I think you have to weigh up if the opportunity is even worth doing it. If it's more money you need, then there's your answer. But if the morality thing is a big thing for you,
Yeah, you got to weigh it up.
then
man.
maybe it's not going to be the last job you'll be headhunted for by any means. And you don't seem like a man that is hungry, starving, looking for work. So
Well,
might be one you turn down.
looks like I'm in, boys.
Yeah,
No, we'll see, we'll see.
Let us know what you
I'll
do,
let you know.
man,
Yeah.
the final deciding factors.
I'll do a little expose when I'm in there.
Yeah.
Little
Undercover
hidden- little
footage.
hidden cam.
And what you go work for the Voice after. Yeah. Pick
Oh,
up some decent tips. Yeah, and just take it and use it.
interesting. Yeah.
I'll let you know
Please do.
how that unfolds.
How that all plays out. Seen Jada Pinkett? She resurfaced this week.
She has.
I
She's
saw that. I saw her face, but I didn't want to read any of.
the ball that has
anything
come to the
What
surface.
was she talking about this time?
She's just said. I was
Like an
looking
apology
for
of some sort, I think.
not an apology.
Public statement, like.
Oh, so maybe I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. Exactly. I've seen that. She said
There's
that.
one where she's looking in the camera.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
What like
When
a
I
video?
saw, when I saw that,
She's at the table, kind of thing. Yeah.
yeah. When I saw
Oh
that,
no, I
was
didn't.
like,
I was trying to find some footage on it. I only
I
saw a
don't-
story
I don't
saying
have
that
time for
she said that she hopes Chris and Will can resolve
Yeah.
the Oscar fiasco at the red table.
We need to be together more than ever at this moment, and that.
Fuck the red table, man.
I think I got
she's a
Jada's.
cold-
I think I got Jada's number, man.
Oh yeah,
I read what she's on,
she's
man.
a cold villain, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
The coldest.
oh,
And the more I read Will Smith's book, I'm clocking that she's been cold from
manipulator,
coldest.
master.
She said she's not on like traditional weddings.
You saying she's been lining them up for time?
But like she don't really believe in all of that stuff, and she said like weddings shouldn't be about like everyone else coming. She wanted kind of like a smaller wedding, and it's about lifelong stuff, and like you should run a marathon and then celebrate it at the end. She's saying bare things. If she don't believe in like old traditional fidelity and
course
stuff
not.
like that. She's been like this.
It's nothing
She
new.
continues. So yeah, I'll give her credit for the consistency, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's got Will in her way, man.
So what did she actually come out and say in this video? 'Cause
So
I
the
didn't see
statement,
it.
it's basically
Okay.
what you're saying. Yeah, it's that they need time to kind of heal. Hopes that in time they can kind of get it all back together. And yeah, we need to be together more than ever. I think at this moment.
Who's
kind of
we?
thing. It could be them. Could be us. The culture, the community.
What's that mean? Like,
Scientologists. But yeah, man, she's back. She said her piece in it. She said a little, but not too much. And she just at the same time, she's got this little menacing streak, which is cold supervillain, man.
And also plug in the red table.
Yeah. That I feel
Somewhere.
like they'll end up on there in it eventually. But I just don't know if Chris will play.
Nah.
yeah, I don't know. Chris can do what he wants as
I feel
far as
like
I'm concerned.
something tells me like Will's probably not gonna play.
I think he will.
I think like, after the first time, I feel like he's probably not on it
He got
anymore.
a 10-year ban from the Oscars or something like that.
Yeah.
He'll be. I think we'll see it. She's in control, bro. She pulls the strings.
She's when you not get a chance, read the book and you'll. Just
I've got it, you know.
Oh, you got it as well.
Yeah, I've got it. I just haven't read it, man.
Serious book, man. Serious book. But yeah, Will's life is decent, man. He's had a good run. Like when he labels out his achievements and
Long list.
Yeah. It was a very serious guy. And I'm back on side.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
When were you off? When
It was
the whole
just
the slap
like-
thing? Because it's
No,
interesting
it's
because you've been
prior
reading
to.
it. Oh, you were okay.
Yeah, it's prior to, man.
That's kind of why I got you.
Yeah, no, it's actually changed my opinion or like got me back to where I initially was.
Why? Because you have an understanding of who he is.
Yeah, kind of what's gone into him, and just thinking back to everything that he's achieved.
Yeah.
He's done a lot, man. He's done a lot.
Yeah, Will, for some strange reason, he doesn't get like the plaudits that he should do.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it's some of the corny things, depending on
There's
what
a
you
lot.
deem as people haven't taken to some of the not so great films. Maybe I think obviously Fresh Prince is the one. But that was a very, very, very long time ago. But yeah, for some reason he doesn't get the plaudits. But like you said, he's done a lot of things.
Done a lot, man.
I'm pretty sure some things people have forgotten or don't even know about.
There will be.
What is he? I think it was the first artist to win a Grammy
For
like,
hip-hop.
Yeah.
Stuff like Men in Black, Independence Day, smashing it up, and he talks about like how he was lucky because he could do when you do the soundtrack and the film.
Yes.
It travels further.
Right,
Like things like that. And one of the cold things which had me thinking was, and it goes back to Jada as well. In the book, they go through therapy.
Okay.
And you could tell they're like the therapy type, in it.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's talk. Let's do that.
That's what red table talk is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's literal therapy. And there's a part where they list out your priorities here, and
Crazy.
the priorities differ. I think Jada's is kids, Will, something.
Is
Will's
it of a particular list or
it's just
whatever
5.
Okay.
Yeah, your 5 priorities
All right. Okay.
That's actually
in life.
fuck. That's
And then
deep.
Will's was me,
Myself.
Jada, kids. Yeah, and I was like, that's kind of mad. And I didn't know like if there's a right or a wrong, but I could see both sides of it. And he's like basically, if he's not the best him, how can he?
Do you not believe in that? Because there's often, what's it say? You can't love somebody else until you love yourself. Do you you think is that cap?
So I used to think it was cap, but now I think it's true, because it's like you can't if you're like battling something within you, it being love or whatever it might be, you can't, if you can't find it or figure it out or know what it is yourself, how would you ever? It's like giving almost directions. Let's say you can't tell someone, oh, where's whatever road.
You can't tell someone how to get somewhere if you haven't been.
But until I know where the road is, the next person that asks me, I'd be like, boom, left, right.
Follow me, come this way. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Bingo. So at first, when I was, I guess, younger years, I used to think, what
sounds corny.
It's like, whatever, man, we're cool. We can do this, we can do that. But then I think if you ever go through it, or you see it or notice it within someone, then you'd be like, I get it. You're not 100%. It's not even 100%, but you're not at that point within yourself. So you're never going to give that and percentage of it to me. You might try, but it's not probably the percentage that you'd be looking for. So initially I thought it was cap, but I definitely believe there's truth in it.
I think it can get into a weird place when you say love. Like, what does that even mean to everybody and all that kind of stuff? I think where it does make sense is, I think, like, you can't take care of somebody until you can take care of yourself. I think you could apply that to even having children, and to a partner. Like, I can only treat you as good as I treat me. The best I can treat you is the best I treat is the best I can treat me, innit? And that's why sometimes we need to treat ourselves better. But
it's a techie because his priority. Like, his priority
is him.
So and that is a line to love, innit?
I kind of hear that though.
I wasn't mad at it, but in the book, Jada's like, that's fucked. It's like, you're fucked up. Like, how could that be?
Selfish, narcissist, all that kind of stuff.
Yada yada yada. And I also see the other side, but I do believe in having kids, whatever, wife. You still, to some extent, I don't know what extent, need to put you first. I think.
And also, I think, particularly in like wife, kids, family, if I'm not my best, you lot can't be your best. Honestly, like, it's I think it's actually probably stronger the opposite way around. As a man, when your girl's like off and shit, bruv, that shit pisses me. Like, I'm off my game because she's off. So we both need to be like our best. But yeah, I think you have to
definitely.
You have to. If you're your best, you can give your best, and if you're not your best, you can't. So I do hear that.
Even if you take it out of the relationship context and just like human beings, like you go around someone and they're, I don't know, like happy, telling jokes, whatever, that's gonna make you feel in a better mood. But if you're around someone that's like moody, depressed, or upset, it's gonna make you feel a certain way. So I think there's definitely truth, but I do understand. I think the Will's, him being his number one priority, it's like saying, I think anyway, in a roundabout way, saying that they are his priority. If that makes sense. You can, in a weird sort of way. So what you're saying, I can't. If I'm not good, you'll never be good.
Yeah. So it's his roundabout way of saying,
exactly.
It's a sly mask as well, though, isn't it? It's a sly.
Bingo. Yeah. But like you said, I can understand where Jada is coming from. It's a more selfless way of thinking.
And I don't know if it's just nature or biology that, like, she might be more inclined
to the nurture children. Yeah. That makes sense to me.
But yeah, I saw it and I was just like, ooh. That's why, like, therapies, there's no like real answer. Really. Is he wrong for putting himself first?
No, but I think like people say therapy this and that. I think it's more important that it forces you to have the conversation. So at least we know, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a techie one.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they navigate out of it. I'm not at that part yet, but like, they listed out
If they have.
and there was a big difference.
Oh, that's a question though, isn't it?
cold,
To list your 5 priorities. I couldn't even tell you what mine are.
Got some homework to do today, boys.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, we'll
So they
come
don't,
back with the
they don't
answers
it
next
won't match up here.
Yeah.
They definitely won't match up.
No. Yeah, I might not do that exercise because
Yeah. Don't want to know the answer.
You get sticky.
Yeah, having you as number one, that's interesting.
People call it selfish, but I actually don't think it is. I don't think it is selfish.
I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is selfish. But I can see why it's seen
Why
as
you
selfish.
say, yeah.
And you can't. I don't think you can be, if you've got a wife and kids and all that. I don't think you can be your number one priority all the time. I think do your best too, but relationships in all forms
Crazy juggling.
are about compromise.
Yeah.
So you got to give and take. Well, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Next week I'll get to the part where I guess they resolve it, or maybe they never.
Maybe
do.
that's when
And
August steps in.
he puts himself last, like puts Jada first. But yeah, it was interesting, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, I still won't be doing therapy myself.
Nah.
But it was an eye opener. I was thinking, maybe one day
It's fun.
I'll cross that bridge.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of
Is it
scary
something that you
fun.
do for life, because I've got a friend who does it, and she goes a lot, like
For herself or a
for
relationship.
herself, by herself.
Um,
speaks to this
I think you'll probably go when you have a particular concern, and once you're over that, you'll probably go again when you have another concern.
Yeah.
So I think in a way it is like a lifetime subscription because you'll have problems or issues or hurdles where that's the best. I revisited the couples therapy once.
Yeah.
Like after we thought we'd patch everything up, it turned out we had there was leaks, fam. So yeah, just it's like gym before holiday kind of thing. It's like we need to pattern this up. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it more than anything these days. Anyway,
Speaking of therapy, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
I don't know if therapy's gonna help there.
Beyond saving, yeah.
Yikes!
I'll be honest, I didn't follow any of it, but I realised that loads of people around us were like invested in it from day 1 to day 196.
Way more than I thought people were. I'm seeing like
yeah.
mad support for Johnny from people I wouldn't have seen it from. But I actually covered this story the first time round, the first trial round, where he got dropped from. I want to say it's Warner Brother who make the Harry Potter series and Fantastic Beasts and all of that.
Yeah, it's Warner Brother.
Like he's been replaced, all of that, following the case.
I haven't seen the Sauvage advert either for a while.
No, I haven't. I've seen some of the posters like in Duty Free, but they're probably better old.
So he's been replaced, not in the film that came out recently.
I believe so.
Really?
Or written out.
He's in the adverts.
In what? The Fantastic Beasts?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
No, sorry. I think there are 2, maybe 3 of those movies. I think he's in 1 and 2, perhaps. I may be way off on
Maybe
this.
it's the third.
But yeah, she had a case against him for he had this current case
It's him
was
against
about
someone.
for defamation. From the original case. He was accused of domestic violence. In all, just being like a piece of shit, toxic piece of shit, really, and that had real ramifications for him. I don't think he's been in anything since. So it changed his life. It fucked up the bag. And then he's countersued her, and he's won, innit?
Yeah, he won, man.
He's won.
What is it? Owes him, was it 13 or 15
13,
million?
I think it
Something
is.
like that?
13 mil, yeah.
Which will bankrupt her or something like that. And I saw like her press release or statement after, and it was talking about like how freedom of speech, her right to freedom of speech is gone.
Why?
I'm not sure. No, because I guess her speaking out and saying her truth is freedom of speech, but now she's been fined or whatever for it.
That's it's a bit funny, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, and freedom of speech doesn't mean you can say anything.
Yeah, you have to.
Freedom of speech means it means you can say anything, but you're in court, so you can lie. Freedom of speech allows you to lie, innit? But you'll get clocked.
Right, one thing, that like what's it, swearing on an oath thing in court? I find
it means nothing.
I find it bare funny.
Oh, put your hand on the book.
I think what the hell? Like, I'll
Atheists
do it
put it down.
Yeah.
do it and then just immediately lie afterwards.
Yeah, cheats, thieves,
Like,
and robbers.
if you're Muslim
never
or
get it.
Buddhist or did they make you put your hand on it?
I'm not sure.
I think
Did
might
they bring in
change
your
the
holy
book.
book?
Yeah.
I think they might
They
change
might
the book.
just switch the book.
But yeah, I was thinking about it the other day when I was like watching the thing, and I was like, right, who?
But just gonna, it's just a book.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
people,
yeah,
just
yeah,
a book.
yeah. You swear
And
to tell
yeah,
the truth. Like,
Every
yeah,
book
okay.
has like killing in it and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
if I'm telling a lie in court, that's not. God will get over it.
Yeah, forgiveness.
One thing I
books,
noticed
bro.
is that like it was a little bit meninist. The
What was?
reaction to the ruling.
Of him winning.
Yeah.
So say more.
So it was almost celebrated in loads of different factions, primarily men.
I think there was a lot of
Seeing it
winning.
as a win for like mankind and whatnot. And I'm not sure if they've like any like interest in Johnny Depp or they might feel that this story represents them. But I was just like, oh, this is united men in a weird way. And I was just thinking like, I don't know, man. Something around it left me feeling a bit weird. Like,
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I think it's a there's like a counter culture kind of narrative because things are becoming more PC,
Men are an endangered
more
species
woke.
kind of thing.
Everyone's a toxic man.
Yeah.
This was seen as a win for mankind, which I think isn't what it was.
Yeah, I think you can lose.
I think
things
it's
in the
bad
ruling.
that it's been seen as that. I was I don't know if it was yesterday or was it maybe it was Wednesday the actual verdict came out actually. And I caught a bit of the news and apparently like a lot of women's rights and campaigners are mad at the verdict because they think it takes away from often their cause that like domestic violence tends to be perpetrated by men.
Yeah.
And we're like mad at that. And I was chatting to my mum about it and I was like, that's mad, isn't it? And she was like, yeah, it's mad. It's actually mad. But she goes, like a part of her from the start of this ruling was to like favour the women. We had that and I was chatting to her about the, there was the hashtag believe all women for a long time. We mentioned it when the Tory Lanez thing, when we talk about the Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion thing. We can't have them things.
No.
That's wild.
That's crazy. Blanket statement.
That's wild.
Giving people carte blanche to say anything.
And I think that's what that first case was. That was kind of in the height of that. So everyone believed her.
Yes.
But and I said anyone like these women charities and all, any one of them that's mad at this verdict has a problem with truth. Because that's what the judicial process is for. We're supposed to figure out who's chatting shit, who's capping, who's not. And the first case, they lost. But now we've seen you shouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
And that's a toxic woman. I don't know if you lot seen any of the shit like that they've read back in court and the way she's moving and she's accusing him of punching her up and all of that. I don't. You would have seen. You said the Savage advert stand, yeah.
Disturbing. Like.
Johnny Depp wears mad rings. So like in one of them, like, so where's the ring marks? Like he's always wearing rings. She was just capping, fam.
Yeah, that's dangerous, man.
It's dangerous, man.
Dangerous. And yeah, I think each case, should be judged on its merits. But like, I don't know, there was a little bit of a like lad Bible feeling to it.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, oh, bro,
I was
man.
reading some of the
That's not good.
of the comments on like Instagram, TikTok, or wherever it was, even Twitter, and there is like a little man community,
incelish, man.
Yeah,
I was saying
incelish.
to my brothers, I was like, bare incels were like celebrating. I was like, you don't want your cause being like hijacked by like basement dwellers.
Because of course,
Yeah, shout out to basement.
Open the curtains, man. And a window,
what she did was fucked, and that I don't condone that in the slightest. And I'm glad that the truth came out and the system did what it's supposed to do. But let's not for a second get it twisted that there aren't men out there who are actually doing some of the things that Amber said Johnny was doing. But yeah, the little I did think that one day. I thought this is a bit weird.
teenage boyish.
Yeah,
like, boys v girls. I was like, oh, it's a bit weird, man.
Boys v girls. That's so young.
I'm not really here for it. Yeah.
I hate seeing that shit.
Yeah, it was a bit odd seeing it, and it's usually like grown men saying that shit.
But do you know what I also saw in this case as well was that a bit of fandom. I saw like a kind of like a bit of a hardcore, predominantly female supporters of Johnny.
Yeah.
And I felt, yes, they were right, but I didn't feel like that's why they were backing him. I think they've had a thing for him forever.
Is it the girls that say, like, I don't really get along with girls who all my friends are boys? Like
Probably.
like you're trying to get brownie. Like,
yeah.
That, I'm just like,
There's a bit of
come on.
we'll probably call daddy issues.
They call it what? Pick-me's is what they call them.
So where women want to appease men.
Yeah.
Effectively, yeah. I don't really get on with women. All my friends are male. I'm just like, you're not gonna get any straps with this.
I get along more with boys. Like, okay, like, cool.
Yeah. Stop it. But yeah, I guess there's that. It's just like supporting the patriarchy.
I don't think, not directly. I just think they're just fans. I think they're just, like when you just idolize somebody or you've got a crush on somebody from forever.
Bare tribal, man.
They can do no wrong.
Yeah, and I guess
that's
the
what
flip
happens.
side is the women who are like, no, believe all women.
Yeah.
Like, just look at this case.
This is what I'm saying.
And let's look at the evidence and then make decisions.
Why have you picked a team from the start? That's what this whole thing is. Supposed to pre the evidence and make a decision.
Yeah.
Can't be with
you're
nobody's
watching
corner.
this particular case. All of a sudden, you've blown it out to everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, no, this isn't how this should work.
Just focus on this micro situation. But yeah, I weren't really too invested. But the reactions, I was like, raw. I never knew everyone was keeping up to date. And yeah, a lot of men who I didn't expect were like, yeah, man, I've been following this every day. Like,
it's the way America do it. We could do a lot more over here. Because the first case, one of the reasons it didn't blow up so much
it was
because
over here,
the first one was over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, now with America, they film the whole process, innit? So that's America, man. Everything's entertainment.
Innit?
Everything's entertainment.
And apparently not apparently because I've seen it. I think the last day of the trial, I think Johnny Depp was at a concert performing.
Oh wow!
On stage, and then I think the day of the verdict, he was at a pub in Newcastle.
It was in Newcastle, yeah.
Oh mad!
Yeah,
just doing up normal life.
Blending.
Yeah, he wasn't even at the. Because I was watching it, I was like, where is he? Like, but he said, yeah, I'm out.
Love cheese, mad.
I'm out of here.
Man's in a function,
It's crazy. Yeah.
He's in a dance.
praying for healing, man, for all.
Yeah, all involved, man.
Which is nuts. Rich, before we started, speaking about a post that I saw, a guy, I'll keep his name redacted, but he did a post on Instagram and he said, 4 years, only 2 visits teaches you a lot. And he's referring to being in jail for 4 years and only receiving 2 visits from friends, family, colleagues, whatever. And we were like basically having a debate as to, is that good enough? Is there an obligation to go and see a friend who's behind bars for X or Y reason? And couldn't really come.
Yeah, we were. I don't know if we were actually seeing eye to eye on it.
Yeah.
What were you lot saying?
I was saying that I think on the inmates side of things, I understand the expectation or the want to see some people from effectively a different world, some loved ones that are in a different headspace, so people that care about you,
Supposed to.
that are supposed to, and I can see why you not coming would make me think you don't care, and when I come out, I might not want to fuck with you. I could understand that. I understand that point of view, but I totally hear the point of view Dan was making, and that was that I don't have to see you. Like, you've been living this life. You should have been aware of the consequences. Shit's hit fan. So now, almost not even like, I'm not saying like Dan was saying, but it's almost like part of your punishment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you don't get to see, you don't get to call the shots now, innit? It's a funny one, man. I would be vexed if I was, did you say 4 years?
4, yeah.
4 years and I got
Christmas
2
and 4
visits.
summers,
I would be chewing.
On average, 1 visit every 2 years.
I would be chewing.
That's a little bit low, innit? But yeah, again, not like what I was alluding to is like, I don't know, man. And it's not like a nice environment to go to. I've seen someone in a visiting hall.
You ever done it?
I still haven't done it.
You done
I've
it?
had friends that have been behind.
I went with you.
Oh yeah, we went. Yeah.
Contacted them and all sorts. Yeah, unfortunately, there's been a number of people who have been behind, and I haven't gone to see anyone. And it's either due to calendar. But then also there's a feeling within me, and I'm like, it's your fault, but I actually don't want to go to this shit place. Like,
It was
and see you there.
Yeah.
And I go.
It's weird.
Spooky. Rich, you were saying it, innit?
Yeah.
How weird it is.
Yeah. How did you feel, Les? Because I mean, we
Is that the only
both.
time
Huh?
Is that the only time you've been?
That's the only time. Yeah. But you as well, or you been?
Same, only time.
That's the one and only time. I hope I don't have to ever go
completely
again.
lost.
Yeah.
But it's funny we never spoke on the experience, isn't it? But it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. It's fucking weird. I was saying to Dan, the best way I could describe it was like in a weird kind of world where you like, it's like the opposite to dropping your kid off to nursery, like or picking them up. Even you've come to see this person. There's a little tuck shop. Get a little food. Get some sweets. Get a little shit burger. Sit down, talk, eat. Then you bust out in this little weird play center room with shit carpet. It just, the whole thing
Crap.
It's dark in there.
just felt weird. And then even just pulling up to the prison, they're usually bare quay. Like you have to go bare far. You get to the you park.
I still can't remember where
It was far, man. You park, and you just like you look, and it's just bare high walls and it's like open spaces. It's weird. Like it's weird, man. And then that's obviously you get like a little search or you just put stuff on like a locker maybe, or was it like a little conveyor belt kind of thing? We couldn't go there with phones.
Security,
Like airport, but worse. Like shit, just like the worst airport you ever went to.
1970s.
Like shit.
Yeah.
Then you go in there and it's weird. And I think whenever anyone's going through anything, but particularly I guess if you're in jail, like you go and it's like, I don't feel like we can have a real conversation here. Because we're also aware of the situation. Or like if someone's family members passed or whatever, it's like the awkward kind of elephant. It's like we're going to talk about, I think you should actually just talk to them about whatever they're feeling in that scenario. But when someone's in jail, so we're going to talk about almost everything else besides the situation, because at the end of this hour visit, I'm free and you're not. Like it's weird, man. It's weird.
I definitely get Dan's point in that, more so the going to see you in this place, then I leave, but you're still here. So then almost how will it make either of you feel? Because it's obviously a loved one or a friend or whoever that you've gone to see, but then they're still in this situation and you've just gone back to freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think that may be even worse?
I've heard like two different elements. Like one side of it, and like some people who've done Bird whatever have said they don't want to see anyone. Like they don't want that feeling of the walking away thing. And then you go back to your little shitty cell. And seeing your loved ones, whatever, seeing you in that situation. Some people just like bang it, ride out your bird. But then others are like seeing their family and friends and whatnot gives them the boost. And then you're kind of like, oh, cool, another week or another 2 weeks.
Person you are,
and I think it's probably a case by case thing.
What do you lot think if you were doing, let's just say 2 years, would you want Mandem to visit you? Try and get on the pod via Zoom and that?
I feel like I might even just do the ride it out thing, man.
Just easier that way.
Yeah.
You don't have the highs and the lows. Just the constant hum of fucking monotony of the same old thing.
Yeah. And I also think that, me personally, I think there'd be talking about if I did something that had me ended up in there, I think the guilt of people coming to see me would like kill me.
Okay.
So I'll be like, just like you're saying, like the feeling is you're here and you're just doing this for the next year and a half or whatever, 2 years, whatever. And then you're done. But when people come, then it's like, oh, this is so shit, this is dead. Then they come and then you might not even be happy to actually see them, because then it's like, oh shit, like you've like your hair's changed, or like you're getting taller, or like you've put on weight, or you lost weight. So you're like, in my head I'm thinking I'm missing all of that. Then you lot go and I'm still here. Like, how am I gonna feel like after that?
It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. But yeah, I don't know. This guy seems to believe that
He should have had
things
more
should have
visits.
been different, yeah. And I understand it. I definitely understand it.
Of course.
But maybe he hasn't really deeped it as well at
Yeah.
the same time.
Mhm.
So,
And
But
this
then,
is what happens,
I think it's something you probably tend to think from a one-sided standpoint.
Yeah.
But like we're saying now and uncovering now, that it's definitely, you have to think about it. I think it's obviously not the same, but even when like people come in to see you, like say you live like out of London or wherever, somewhere far, you're probably going to tend to meet somewhere in the middle. But someone coming all the way out to you, like it's a bit more effort, so you got to think about them, and they got to come in and they got to leave early and all of that, like things like that. So I think you have to think about it from an inmate, prisoner, whatever term you want to use, and then the visitors' perspective. Do they want to see you in this position?
In that place? Yeah.
yeah.
But then I think it's important that people have that discussion. It's not an expectation. Because I think
that's where the problems come in.
Right. So I think the expectation probably is that you go away, like my man is saying, you go away, and then people come see you. Well, maybe they don't want to come see you. And like you're saying, calendar just might not have like allowed that to be a thing or for it to happen. But yeah, that is interesting.
It's a mad one. Yeah, the different like comments. Some people like this is something that you should consider when you're committing your crime. Some other guy said, I know how he feels. Another guy, and he went ham. He said, ride your bird. He said, I've done over 5 years in prison, didn't complain about visits. That's some feminine behaviour. What's more important is support. Financial, letters, answering calls, and people that are willing to help you when you're home, providing you are willing to change. You can't complain because man ain't making 80-mile trips to come and see your face for 1 hour. People have jobs and other commitments outside. Furthermore, for the whole of 2020 and literally most of 2021, there was no visits in Penn. So it is what it is.
That's a man that's looking at it for what it is.
Well, it sounds like he was doing it, innit?
Oh, yeah.
Another guy said, that's standard anyways. Just proves all you can rely on is yourself.
Back to Will.
Will Smith, man.
Yeah.
Will Smith wouldn't be expecting any visits from Jada. Nothing. Because he put himself first. But yeah, it's a techie one, and it's a shame that it's something that we discuss, or it's something that is common in our culture. But yeah, man, it's a tough one. Guy said, when you're in the jailhouse, you're temporarily dead to the outside world.
Wow.
Which is a bit bleak. And then someone said, I guess it's someone else's fault he's in jail too.
Crazy.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, I think.
Wow.
Some interesting comments.
Saying,
there.
man, he's taking no ownership.
Wow.
But I think those comments sort of go to what we were saying, that you have to think about it from both perspectives. And then either side has to think or communicate what is expected of the other. If you go,
No, do you know what? I've had a bit of a change of heart. If you're inside, don't have any expectations. It's that simple.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Fuck. You don't expect this of X, Y, and Z. Unless I've told you, man's doing this, that.
This is what I'm saying.
If you say, like in a letter, you're going to come visit me.
Yeah.
That's
you don't get a response. It's not up to you now.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not up to you now. I think
8 mile trips is cool.
8-mile trip to see your face for 1 hour.
8 mile trips to see your face for 1 hour.
He's,
it shouldn't. It's not up to you, innit? That's the reality.
Yeah, that is.
Some people might not want to see you like that. As well.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like, family members might not want, or friends even might not want to,
because they want to have more of a
in that space. Because go on, Mitch.
No, I was gonna say weirdly. Before my nan died, my granddad rather. She had Alzheimer's and all that. She was in a care home. She was losing her mind.
Yeah.
I did not want to see you.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have that memory of you. Right. I want to have more positive memory of you. When you're outside, when you're free, and you're this and you're that. So looking at it from that perspective, I can see why, as an outsider, not because of lack of love. It's just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. And even like to answer your question you asked me before when we went, it was weird seeing
And
him in that
because he's such a free spirit, innit?
right. So,
That was
so
weird
yeah,
for me,
Did
bro.
you notice the difference or?
Yeah, he was
You and I
diluted.
yeah,
It's probably the best word to it.
If he hears this, I hope he can answer it, whatever if he wants to, whatever. But it was like you want to be cool because the Mandem are here,
Ah, okay.
and you want to seem cool because like everything's best. And maybe it was, but like Rich was saying, we know him to be
High
full of
energy.
Life and soul.
energy, jokes, laughs, smile. So then to see him there was like oh man, this is
Do you know what the fucked bit
like I
is?
hate this for you.
For you, yeah.
The fucked bit is the start. You say, what you saying?
Oh,
Bro.
To him.
It's just how we
just how-
interact,
yeah,
innit?
it's common
That's
parlance,
man's
yeah.
hello. But it's like, what you saying? It's like,
There's not loads.
there's probably not much. And I don't even want to talk about what I've been on. It's a weird conversation.
It was funny. It was not funny, but my brother recently spoke to like someone that I know or we know, as a family that recently went in, and like I asked him, like I didn't want to ask. This is to my brother. I didn't want to ask him the question because to what you're saying, what's the answer gonna be?
Yeah, not much.
But I asked him, I was like, oh, like what's he saying? And then my brother was like, what's he gonna be saying?
Yeah, like that's...
Yeah, he's
Asking those dumb questions, man.
yeah. And that's and to sort of go on from that, I've been thinking, oh, I've not spoken to him, I've not written him, blah blah blah, whatever. But then it's that, oh, what you saying? I don't wanna, like, one thing I hate about anything conversation is repeating or saying you be saying the same things over and over again. So I don't want to be like, oh, what you saying, and then he's repeating his day or what he does or how things play out or whatever it might be, because then for me I'm just thinking that's just reminding you of where you are. So I think I'm like not reluctant to, obviously I want to speak to him and make sure that he's fine, which I know he is, but it's a little bit like, yeah, it's the what you saying, makes like, well, what
Not a lot.
yeah,
But
how much could he be saying?
Yeah, there's only so much you can.
Not much.
Not
yeah,
much.
but yeah, to when we went, yeah, it was strange to see that person, in that position because yeah, they're the opposite.
It's a
of
big spirit,
that,
innit?
yeah. They're the opposite of that entire entity, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it was interesting to go there.
Mad, man. I guess, yeah, have the conversation with your people and yeah, just stay out of trouble.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
way.
main thing, man. Stay out there.
Make it easier for everyone.
Yeah, so you don't have to go through and navigate this this mad little back and forth journey. But yeah, man, 2 visits in 4 years. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a kicker. Any more? Brilliant.
I think we're good. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got to do this.
El Pluggo.
Socks. Anyone who followed this last week, my bad. I messed up. If you liked, shared, subscribed, great. But I couldn't count the metric. I need to see like your name. So we're gonna need a comment.
Comments.
We need a comment. It's the only way I can find you. YouTube, ideally, you get like 10 points for a YouTube. If it's on Instagram and that, it's 5 points. So maybe comment twice.
Different weight.
But yeah, just some way, and a comment so we can notice you, and we'll DM you, message you, and we'll get these out to
Get
you.
these socks over to you. Dead stock. Remember that. We don't even do these anymore.
Yeah, it's limited
I'm not
run.
even sure I've got a pair. So I might be hitting up the comments on
You
my,
ain't getting these ones.
on my burner account.
Your Finsta.
I love the Mandem.
What we saying, boys? Bring-ins.
Yeah, let's go, man.
I don't know if I got one.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got one. I think I've probably had a serious one, but I was watching. Now I've forgotten what it's bloody called.
What's it on?
Netflix. It's called Trial 4. Trial 4?
I don't think I've seen this. What's it about?
It's about a man in the States that was wrongly convicted of a police murder.
Ooh.
I think I'm like halfway through. I still need to finish it, but yeah,
Little docu-series thing,
yeah,
yeah?
interesting little series, and it's like, again, it's crazy to think how often that stuff happens. Like, so mad.
What's that, injustice. And
Yeah. I think it's called Trial 4 on Netflix.
Decent.
I'll go. My bringing is a series that's been running for a while now. It's coming to its end. I believe this is the final series. It's released weekly on Netflix. It certainly isn't for everybody. It's the kind of show that that's purged the week, in my opinion. Okay. It's a slow burner, but my God, when it's burning, it is hot. That is a Better Call Saul, and I think most people haven't watched it. But this final series, if you can get through the maybe 4 or 5 before, and there are some hard moments in there. And I'm a man that's invested.
Yeah.
There are some moments where I'm like, I don't know if I can get through this, but the payoffs, highest of highs. So that's a challenge actually to you. I don't know if it's a bringing. It's a challenge. The juice is worth the squeeze in the end, and I think they're releasing it weekly still. I think we might have like 3 more episodes. Okay. But the way the last episode just ended, yikes!
Mad. It's 20 years this week since The Wire came out.
Wow.
It's mad. Still haven't watched it.
Swear.
Haven't touched
The Wire is good, man.
Shout me! I got a login for you, Dan.
Oh, come on, man.
The Wire is good. I think if you've watched enough series now, it's probably, I don't want to say...
It's harder to watch now, though, I will say.
Wow. Yeah, big time.
It's just the technology's so old, Dan.
Man,
I got wiretaps and man are using phone boxes.
Yeah, it's actually
like,
mad.
It's actually mad.
Yeah, I watched it like quite a few years ago now. And even watching it then, I was like, yeah, this shit is old.
Like flip phones and...
this shit is old. Baggy jeans and that.
The baggiest.
Like Michael B. Jordan is a baby.
A kid,
proper you.
Yeah, I'll probably...
what made you say that, though?
Time to start it. Just saw it, man.
Okay.
Talking about, like, series.
Series.
And whatnot. Yeah, that's one of them. My bringing is a music bringing. It is an artist that I've been listening to. It's a different kind of rap. I call it, it's going on my bootcut jeans playlist. An artist called Willie the Kid, similar to that Rock Marciano, that kind of stuff. He's got a tune called Mother of Pearls, featuring an artist called Eto.
Nice.
Cold. Oh, fam, I swear we got to do the bringings differently now. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Whatever.
I'll figure it out.
Probably because of the sound, innit?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's episode 247. You're going to be missing next week.
Yes. And we might have a special guest.
We may have a guest. We may have
a
better replacement.
I
feel as
they can decide.
We'll let the viewers decide. Hit us in the comments.
Yes. Don't forget the socks. If you want them, comment. Obviously, still keep doing that.
We might give out more than one pair as well, so get yourself noticed.
Yeah.
And always big up. Always big up. Good for the day.
Oh, yes.
If you're not following them, follow them up, man.
Yeah, shout out them boys, man.
Some high quality UK streetwear.
For sure.
But yeah, that's episode 247. It's the Mandem podcast.
Keep it locked.
Bye.